Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have an exciting video, at least for me, of the 1955 UB propane. We're going to go do some brush cutting or bush hogging. Pick your poison on that. First thing we need to do is check our oil. Dipstick is on the other side because Minneapolis Moline. We are actually a little overfilled. That's all right though. This motor has been overhauled, so it's probably not using too much. Looks like we have a small leak, maybe coming out of the rear main or something. Maybe the transmission, can't say. Pretty typical. The way you know if your Minneapolis Moline has oil is that it's leaking. We're up on top. Gonna check our antifreeze because if you will remember, yep, it's in there. If you will remember, this is the tractor that was used in the disking till she blew video. And it was the first time that I got to prove this tractor pulling that disc a couple videos ago. Not exactly sure when this one will air. Next thing we have to check is our spitter valve. You open this up and then you turn this until it spits. So we are at 55%. I'm hoping that's coming through on camera. The lighting in Charlie's building is not the best. So we're gonna go ahead and top that off before we head to the storage warehouse. Contact. Gotta love a Minneapolis. In my experience, the Minneapolis Moline UB just always starts. Every one I've ever had, cold, hot, it doesn't matter. They have always been a awesome starting tractor. Just a good design, and people put a lot of hours on them. We'll go ahead and check back in at the propane tank. We have made it over to our propane pump, and I'm going to do a video within a video and show how to fill your propane tractor. This would be exactly the same if you were using just a straight pressure transfer tank without a fancy electric pump. Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to go over filling your propane tractor. It's a very simple operation, and we're going to bring you guys along. I hope you enjoy. Now that we have the propane tank filled, we can go ahead and head north. Let's roll. We have made it to the storage warehouse. Had the tractor cooling off for a quick second. Oh yeah. And I did test our PTO. It seems to engage fine. No noises, nothing like that. We're just kind of proving the old 55 UB this year. Doing a lot of work with her because I've been excited to for the last couple of years. We had that setback with the disking till she blew video. Let's go ahead, get started on popping these duals off. We have the duals off of the tractor. Completely changes the look of the old girl. changes the profile. I kind of miss them already. I really enjoyed having those on there, but it would not be conducive to mowing. And I want to mow with it and just keep proving the old girl. So, got some Jimmy John's coming for lunch. Haven't had breakfast yet. Jimmy John's, always, always good. Delicious. Let's go get the mower out. Well, here's the mower. We have this large Z-type bucket elevator leg in the way. This thing is just an old bruiser. I bought this at an auction, I think, for like 700 bucks maybe. And it just plain and simple works. It's not modern. It's not a bat wing by any means. I did some work to it, sharpened the blades, all that. And it's just an old beater mower. We love it. Just running car tires. So we need to move this stuff out of the way. And then hopefully next year, you guys will get to see this on the channel. This is an 8-foot International 37 disc. And these are getting harder and harder to come by. Charlie owns this one. He's had it all restored, all new bearings, all new blades. Everything, every nut and bolt just gone through. Awesome little machine. Pretty hard to find an 8-foot. And you can tell that it's a 37 because it has these quick change pins, which I absolutely love this system. If I remember correct, this still has all the original international, yeah, it has all the original international pins. Normally those got lost and were replaced with bolts and tractor pins. So hit the like button. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see this thing in action. It's pretty hard to find a little 8-footer, like I said. Let's get this dug out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something you don't see every day. We have 2 forklifts, 1 operator, and a bush hog that won't fit through the door widthways. What could go wrong? Smash that like button. Nothing to it. Let's hook up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the 1955 Minneapolis Moline UB hooked up to our very large, for this tractor, 12-foot John Deere brush hog, I want to say, but I honestly think it might have been a stock chopper. I have the blades nice and sharp on it, as you can see. Been a couple years since this thing's been out of the building. Tires held air all that time. That's awesome. The reason I say this may be a stock chopper is because it's actually set up for 1,000 PTO, and it has one of these goofy extended 1,000 to 540 PTO conversions, which has caused me problems in the past. I had to cut and shorten this once because I am 6 inches longer than usual. So she is heavy. She's gonna be all this old UB wants, but we're gonna prove it together. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get mowing. Caleb is taking it. And I wanted to make sure, I doubt you could see much down there on the deck. Wanted to make sure you guys knew what I was mowing. That's a willow tree. I know willows are kind of soft. It's taller than I am, guys. I'm 6'1". We're mowing. The old Minneapolis Moline UB. She's talking from time to time, but she's taking it. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Moline was known for putting a lot of iron in their tractors. The old 12-foot brush hog stock chopper is making quick work of it. I want you to notice it's a little narrower than my thumb. I'd say that's 1/2 inch. That's a tree. Not much of a tree, but a tree nonetheless. Oh yeah. I'm gonna get all fired up, make a round, and then we'll bring you back, and then I'll start doing some freehand stuff, maybe some slow motion. Let's roll. our clutch pedal just in case we get a little hairy through here. We hit something. Oh yeah. Raise up a little bit. That way we're not in these rocks. No need to cause unnecessary damage. Tractor's purring over there. I wanted to get off and see what we hit. It was a fairly large hedge or mulberry. There's more right here. We shredded it. More there. More right here. Oh heck, I think it's a stump. Something. Let's check that. Up against the fence row. I'll find that later with the blue diamond on the skid steer and shred it. But we're hogging. It's doing good. Moline is liking it. I think I'm gonna get you guys set up on the fender. You can watch the action. We're making her talk. All the way down, I wasn't having any mercy on it. I raised it up to turn around in the rocks. No mercy given. Still rolling first gear, non-live PTO. Go ahead and lower her down. Now half throttle to take off. Hopefully you guys aren't too shaky. Let's roll. mid-action report. The Moline is taking it right on the chin. No problems there. I do think I'm a scooch low on that, so I'm going to go over to the other tractor and get another cylinder chock because my drawbar is lower than the tractor I normally use this on, and there's no need to tear up the sidewalls of the brush cutter. You really got to know what you're doing when you have to dismount the tractor from the rear with the PTO still spinning. It's disengaged right now, but as much inertia is in that, that'll still suck you in. Got to be cautious of that kind of stuff. Moline, there is no quit in her. Absolutely love this old tractor. The wind is starting to pick up, so I don't know how the audio will be, but we're out having fun, that's for dang sure. Like, share, and subscribe if you're new. Let's keep going. Just finished up a live stream. You guys will see that on the channel probably long before you see this video. Everything is running awesome. I really enjoy going live. Really do. A lot of fun. We've hit a couple of bricks. Blades are no worse for wears. Everything's running great. I think we are just a touch low on air. I haven't looked at this in 2 years. We're a touch low on air on that tire, so I lower it all the way down, bump it up just a little bit. Looks to be, I don't know, 1.5 inches. I could use another cylinder chock, but they're over in the other tractor. Don't want to mess with it. I can just bump it, feather the hydraulics, and we're mowing. I think I'm going to go ahead and start a time lapse so we can just keep slaying this. I'm on probably a gosh, it's got to be 5 acres right here, just mowing in a large circle. Got a scrubby patch there I missed. We'll have to get him on the next turnaround, but make sure you smash that like button. I'm gonna go ahead, set you guys up on the fender, and we'll see how that looks for the time lapse. We finished up the large plot. I don't know if you can see, we're way over there. And the full width. I can't do too much right up here because there's a 4-foot drop off. And as gutsy as I am on an old Moline, I don't want to go on a ride. But the unit did an awesome job. We are cutting a little bit more on the left side because that tire is low, but nothing you can't fix with just feathering the hydraulics. I've got just a little bit more to touch up around the oil tank battery. But I'm gonna go ahead, wrap up the video. It's probably gonna be long enough. If you enjoyed the video, seeing this vintage Minneapolis Moline UB working hard, busting up weeds, trees, you name it, even a brick or two, please like the video, subscribe if you're new. I'd like to thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.